everybody hear it? Okay. I'm a scientist who studies rare genetic diseases. Tonight I'm going to tell you 3 stories that combine my experience as a researcher for the last 25 years with recent training in business and drug development. First, a story of why rare diseases matter to you personally. The second story tells how rare disease research is transforming new drug development. The third story is my vision for how to combine this information to transform human health. So, something's not right with this car. It's not running right. Why? It could have been a malfunction in the engine or something else, but the tire is obviously flat. We recognize many rare genetic diseases because the changes have occurred in the DNA code leading to a catastrophic malfunction like this. All of us have an inner mutant, a surprising amount of genetic variation with uncertain consequences. We each carry around 60 brand new mutations, each of us. Essentially, we are all mutants. How will we make sense of these variations? How do we know which ones are dangerous, which ones aren't anything to worry about? Well, rare diseases like a Rosetta Stone show us which genes are important. They give us the information to interpret our own individual DNA sequences. There are so many rare diseases that when you add them all up, 1 in 10 of us has a rare disease, or 30 million of us altogether. So there's an urgent medical need to tackle this enormous health burden. Now let me tell you about an example of how rare diseases are transforming drug development. There are certain gene variants that are associated with very high LDL cholesterol levels. Examples of a couple of different variants are shown on the graph in red. The higher the LDL level, generally the higher the risk you have of cardiovascular disease. Severe disease is common in children with some of these rare outlier variants. Some of these catastrophic variants led to the search and discovery of beneficial variants in healthy people that would have been completely missed if we didn't know about the catastrophic variant to show us where a beneficial variant was. The new realization then is that there are rare outliers on both ends of the distribution of cholesterol levels, not just at the high end. A drug that mimics the effect of this newly discovered beneficial variant is in 3rd stage clinical trials now, and it's been very effective. Let me tell you about another example. Certain people carry a beneficial gene variant giving them a lifetime of reduced triglyceride levels and a 40% lower risk of heart disease compared to those with average levels. Even after a delicious milkshake, which gives you an incredibly big fat load, Tina Fey, who's our representative, of very low triglyceride, her triglyceride levels don't budge a bit, while the rest of us have a giant spike in fat levels. A big effort there also to create a drug to mimic this effect that we found out from the variants. There are similar examples for a few other disorders like diabetes, but what about those other 6,000 rare disorders? 95% don't have a single approved treatment. Lots of opportunity and lots of medical need. The thing is, how do we get at it? Academics like me have deep knowledge of a rare disease they study, and biotech and pharma know how to develop drugs. But the trick is getting these 2 very different cultures to talk. And this, unfortunately, is often what happens. Not every time, but sometimes when you try to get them to talk. What we need is a better way to communicate the specific science information that's needed to make a decision, a business decision. What we need is a hybrid academic industry project team with a specific combination of expertise shown here in order to evaluate the business case for a rare disorder and guide it from discovery to treatment. So this is the vision I have that I wanted to share with you. Establish a rare disease collaboratory or institute, perfect for this building, starting with an evaluation of each of the 90 rare disorders studied at OHSU. 90 rare disorders. OHSU has a unique strength in rare disease research. The expected outcome would be a reinforcing cycle to advance research clusters, active learning for medical students, which I would love to do, and progress towards treatment. Who benefits from this collaborative effort? Everybody. Everybody in this room. All of the partners benefit, but the focus should be on the patients who are in the most urgent need, and the broader population who could benefit from these new treatments illuminated by the outliers in our population. If you have an interest in exploring this vision with me, it's my passion, making it a reality. link, tweet, call, email. I'd love to get together with you and hear your ideas of how we can make this happen. Thank you.